We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, guys played the Battle for Wheeling on Saturday. Big crowd in the Alma Grace McDonough Center. Talk about what it was like to play in that game.
Great atmosphere. You know, our guys were really excited to play. And Zach, honestly, in the midst of I think a 6-game losing streak right now, which is, I mean, it's there's a lot of misery with that, right? But I just want to really credit our guys for how they've attacked every day. We're getting better. Our chemistry is better than it's been at any point all season. Our togetherness, our buy-in to what we're asking them to do. And so they played hard, and they tried to do what we teach. And, you know, did we execute everything to a T? No, we gave up some baskets late in the game that hurt us. We missed 11 layups, which is a big key to beating them, is making layups. But I've got absolutely zero issues with the effort. I thought the crowd was phenomenal. The atmosphere was phenomenal, as it always is for West Liberty game. And, you know, our guys really fed off of that.
And the offense has been really big for you guys. You guys have gotten to the 90-point mark in each of the last 2 games. Talk about what's kind of clicking as you grow on that side.
Yeah, we're shooting the ball better than we were earlier. You know, after break, we did not shoot the ball well, but we're taking better shots. We're sharing the ball more. We're still being pretty advantageous in transition. We were really, really good in transition on Saturday against West Liberty. Really attacked their pressure to the point that they got out of the press. And they don't do that very often. They haven't done that very often for the last 18, 20 years, however long they've been running this system. And so, you know, I think offensively we're still not anywhere close to being our best. But we are clicking a little bit better, and now we just got to be a little bit tighter on both ends at the end of the game. You know, better possessions at the end of the game offensively and more stops defensively.
And you mentioned the effort from your guys. It was a close game throughout on Saturday. I don't think a team led by more than 10 points at any point during the game. Playing in an intense game like that, how can you feed off that as you guys keep growing and try to break the skid?
Yeah, I mean, it just speaks to the character of our team. You know, playing top 25 team in the middle of a losing streak and a game where – you know, it's very intense. There's a lot of attention, and they played. They played together. They played for each other. They played extremely hard. They left everything on the court, and that's how they've been practicing the last couple of weeks. They've really, really brought it in practice, and we're starting to see a lot more carryover into games, you know, on everything we've been working on in practice. And so, like I said, one of my mentors, Coach Key, who's in the Hall of Fame here, he always says, you know, number one thing you got to look at, are they playing hard, and are they trying to do what you teach? And they are. And so I've got all the faith in our guys that we're going to continue to get better, and Wheeling's going to be heard from by the end of the year. There's no doubt about it. We're taking our licks right now, but we're getting better, and we're gonna have a say in how this thing goes down the stretch.
And one of the guys I really wanted to highlight this week is S.J. Hutchinson. Had a big game off the bench against Salem, got the start against West Liberty. Talk about him and kind of the spark he provides.
Yeah, you know, we've been manipulating our lineups a little bit more in terms of matchups and you know, try not to do the same thing game in and game out from just can't play the same way against everybody, right? You still have your system, and Saturday was a game where we basically started 5 guards, and I think that contributed to our success against their pressure. They turned people over about 20 times a game, and more than half of that's usually steals, live ball turnovers, which usually lead to baskets. We turned it over 11 times, and I think they only had 7 steals. So SJ was a big part of that. I thought he was really, really good at attacking the basket. And he can make shots, and he shoots the ball at a really good percentage. And he's a really good shooter off the step back and off the bounce. But when he's at his best, he's attacking the basket first, and he's finishing, and he's getting to the free throw line. And, you know, we still want him to get the free throw line more. He and I talk about that all the time. But I really like the way he attacked the basket the last couple of games. He's very assertive.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, another big week coming up for you here against Charleston and West Virginia State. Talk about this run to the MEC tournament as you guys prepare for playoffs.
Yeah, someone the other day said, wow, they didn't do you any favors with the schedule. You get to play West Liberty and Charleston, West Virginia State back to back to back, 3 of the, you know, the top teams in the league year in and year out. And to that we say good. You know, we want to know exactly where we're at. We know that we were right there in the game with West Liberty, and if we make a couple more free throws, get to the free throw line a little bit more, and make a few more layups, we win the game. 1 or 2 more stops, we win the game. Charleston's another team that's playing really well. They've completely overhauled what they're doing defensively. They've been playing better defensively the last 6 games than any team in the Mountain East, and it's not even been close. And then West Virginia State, they're hitting their stride as well. And so we're getting everybody as they as they get better and they kind of hit their peak of the season. And you know what? They're getting us at the same time. We're getting better and better. And like I say all the time, every night in the Mountain East is a battle. There are no nights off, and Wheeling's not a night off. So we're excited.
And you guys get ready for Charleston here on Wednesday. Talk about the matchup with the Golden Eagles and kind of what they bring to the table.
Yeah, it was a highly entertaining game the first time we played them. I think we hit over 30 combined threes in the game. Sean Ely had a great game. Ja'Cory Lipkins for them hit 10 threes. So it's a game that, could have gone either way down there. They hit a few more shots than we did down the stretch. But like I said, they're playing a little bit different now. So we can't go in there and expect to do the same things and have the same success that we did at their place back in December. So we'll kind of tinker with how we're going to attack them, and I'm sure they'll do the same thing with us. And it should be a really good game. It's another home game, and we got to get back to winning at home, and we gotta just take it one game at a time. And so I know tonight in practice, it's Monday when we're filming this. Tonight in practice, the guys will be excited when we get out there about 8:30 tonight, and we'll be excited tomorrow afternoon when we get out there, and we'll be ready to go Wednesday night.
And finally, as you guys start this second turn through the MEC, you've seen all the conference teams once. What adjustments do you make as you guys get ready for these second matchups, and what are some things you can learn?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you look at is yourself, right? What are we doing well? What are we doing better than we did earlier in the year? What do we have to do better to win down the stretch? And so, we've looked at that. We've gotten back to rebounding the ball better the last couple of games. That was kind of missing. I thought we were a lot better on Saturday with our closeouts than we were Wednesday night at Salem, so we got to continue to harp on that. And then I think, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, offensively we're getting better, but we still have a ways to go. We got to eliminate empty possessions, silly shots, silly turnovers, make our free throws, make our layups, and just continue to get better there. So second time through the league, there's no secrets. Everybody kind of has a good idea of what they're going to see. But the most important thing is that you just keep getting better, and I know our team's going to continue to do that.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.